What? I'm just reading my old notes when I was studying this. Find the tree in the spirit world and unlock the realm. To see what's not there, look in the spirit realm and find the tree, your guide.
Oh, I thought we could make a video today.
Oh, you tell me
Yeah.
now, huh?
Well, I mean, you know, we haven't done one in a long time.
I was thinking that when I left.
We haven't been to our art group. And
I'm the gate to both worlds, the key to all, the light inside, the door awaits. I'm just reading these notes that I have. I don't remember them.
Oh, well, do you want to talk about that? That little book, you found it in your closet.
Hey, I was thinking, what happens if this was the book that was causing so much energy in my closet? Because these are like holy symbols. And everyone, all my friends that come over, they don't like the closet because it's so much energy in there.
Well, I think it's interesting how people like can feel it or not feel it, you know, how everybody has different sort of skill sets or giftings or however you want to say it. Like, I was telling you, I think I was telling you, right?
No.
About how there was paranormal activity happening in our bedroom, in the room I was sharing with two other women at my shamanic
Yes.
initiation in the woods. And I introduced you to the one person in our circle. I won't share the name just for confidentiality's sake, but I wanted you to meet him.
Oh, yeah, he was cool.
And the reason I wanted you to meet him because I think he has autism.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
When you hang out with enough autistic people in your life, you know who has autism and who
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Even when they're on the low spectrum, you could see who has it still.
Right. Yeah.
Because almost all my friends have the low spectrum autism, like the high functioning.
Right.
Like literally all my friends have high functioning autism.
Well,
'Cause we all get along.
So it's a long story, but I'll just tell it anyway because we're making a video. And what the hell? Why not? We make long videos. So he like consistently like during our meal times. There's more tables in the meal room than there are people to sit at them. You know, even though our circle was 41 people, it's down to 39 now.
I look like Abraham Lincoln.
Are you listening?
So it's not just my camera that makes me look pretty. It's your camera too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch asked me, oh, did you filter your pictures? I'm like, no, it's just my camera.
Are you friends with him or something?
Yeah.
Oh, on Facebook or
No. I text
Instagram?
him.
Oh, you text him pictures of yourself?
Oh yeah, I was feeling really sexy.
Wow.
I just wanted to show how blue my eyes were that day.
Oh, wow.
My eyes were super blue.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for you. Trying to grow your beard out.
Oh yeah. It could take 6 years to grow it fully out. I was Googling it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, me and all my friends were talking about beard products. For once in our life, we could actually talk about something we all agree on.
Well, the whole topic's getting diverted, but since we're talking about beards and we're talking about hair, my friend that you've met before, the one that officiated Grandpa's despacho ceremony?
Which one? Old guy?
No.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking
her,
about.
Yeah. She was talking about how, you know, people have genetically a certain length that their hair is supposed to be. So, like, some people can grow hair for 20 or 30 years, and maybe...
I'm bald right here.
And maybe their hair will be all the way to the ground. And some people can grow their hair for 20 or 30 years, and their hair, like, gets to a certain point and stops growing.
My beard doesn't stop growing.
Well, how do you know? Because you have never grown it.
I grown it out to like 3 inches, and then I took my brother's trimmers. And
Right. Well, what if it stops growing at 10 inches or 12 inches?
I'd be happy with that because it's still I could still do the thing I want to do, which split it right here because it splits perfectly, and then comb it up. Look at it. It wants to do it. I found a baby grand I like, Mom.
Yeah. How do you know? You're going to hear it.
It's basically the same piano. It hurts, man. It hurts.
Well, so my question is, do you think that that's true? That your hair has a certain genetic program to be a certain length?
Well, everyone's hairline's different.
Right. So she says she believes her hair is like an antenna. And so that's why she has really long hair. She says her hair hasn't grown in like 3 years because her hair
My hair takes
at the
so
length
long.
that it's supposed to be at.
My beard grows faster than my head.
But she doesn't want to cut it because she says for her hair is like an antenna. What do you think about that idea?
That's her opinion.
No, you don't agree, or?
No. That's why I said that's her opinion.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it's crazy raining here in Austin, huh?
Oh, it's so bad. I was just watching the news. They just opened a total of 4 floodgates, and they said they might have to boost it up to 8 floodgates
Yeah.
because it's so bad.
Right? Crazy rain.
Ooh, my finger hurts, Mom.
So while you're looking at that rediscovered magical book that you found in your closet, and you were talking about energies and sensitivity to energies, I'll get back to my story of the guy that's sitting in our circle who has autism. I believe he has autism.
No, that's the big deal.
And so this paranormal activity was happening in our room, and my roommate was super freaked out about it, and she asked me to clear it. And, you know, at meal
Which you do all the time in my room.
I do.
When I ask,
So it's
yeah.
just the thing I do.
And then I sleep like a baby that night.
And so this particular individual in my circle, like every meal, he would sit at a table by himself. He doesn't come and sit at a table where there's people already sitting. So he sits by himself. But he's not like such a loner, right? Because some people they grab their food and they run out and they go eat in the woods, or, you know, they're loners. They don't want to be bugged.
That's weird.
He is there in the dining room with everybody, but he just sits like at the table by himself, right? So because, you know, part of my goal in this 3-year program is to like get to know everybody and, you know, sort of help build the cohesiveness of the circle, the community. So I always sit and talk with him. Okay, so it's a long story, I'm telling you. But so he shared with me like some of his things, you know, these struggles with in the program and things we're asked to do, and like, so I know he's a little different.
Yeah, I know, you told me that.
I told you what?
The computer thing.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
I'm talking about things that we're asked to do, you know, in the shamanic program.
Oh.
You know, like certain things, you know, kind of like how you would be about it. You know, like you have your own way of doing things. You don't want to do it the way they tell you to do it. You have your own way. That's kind of how he is too. Like he has his own way. So I told him, you know, we were done eating lunch. I told my roommate after lunch I have to go, you know, back to the, you know, place where we meet, the circular building, you know, where we meet circle to get my rattle. And I told her I'd be downstairs to clear our room after lunch. And I was sitting with him at lunch. So I invited him. I said, hey, we're having some paranormal activity happening in our room. My roommate's really freaked out about it. She wants the room cleared. Do you want to come down there and do it with me? You know? And then he was like, sure, I'll try. And then it was like, so we brought him into our room, and it was interesting to watch his process because he's a lot more like you. He like feels it. He feels the energy in his body. I don't feel it like that. That's not how it happens for me. But see, he didn't know how to clear. He didn't know how to clear it. So we just worked as a team where he walked around the room to the different parts and he told me where it didn't feel right. And then I would clear it. You know?
Yeah.
And it was really interesting because he walked out. I had brought my diffuser, my essential oil diffuser, and I had it plugged in and it was diffusing cinnamon oil. And he like came over to the diffuser and he didn't know what it was. I don't think he'd ever seen one before. And he didn't like it. It really bothered him.
I don't like it either. It's strong. Fuck, my finger hurts.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. That sucks. You want to talk about what you did to your finger?
No. Finish your story first.
So anyway, that was my point, is we spent about 45 minutes in there where he would walk around, I would clear. He would walk around, I would clear. And he would tell like exactly where the energy was. And, you know, just him feeling it in his body. Just your closet story made me think of that. And how different people are, how they learn in different ways. You know? So I was trying to honor his way of learning, his way of knowing. You know? So it was
I
cool.
could cleanse the room. I could cleanse my room.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's the same cleansing as other people's cleansing though.
Right. Yeah.
I could cleanse some things.
Yeah.
Just the energy. When it comes to portals and things, I can't cleanse them.
Yeah. Well, you can sure open
Which is
them.
weird. Which is really weird. So something weird happened in my room the other day. So I turned off my light and I was ready to go to bed. I'm like half asleep. Then I hear my poster fall off the wall. And I'm like, that is so weird because I'm thinking the pins are flat. You gotta push them in an inch, like half an inch into the wall, and they're flat. So
Yeah.
and I turned on the light and something, because then I found the pin on the other side of the wall. That means something pulled it out and threw it
Yeah.
across the room. I know, I just found the pin the other day. I was like, oh, that's so freaking weird. So that means something had the physical power to pull the pin out, multiple pins.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so weird.
Very normal. Yep. So, what else? What about your tarot cards? You haven't been working with your tarot cards in a long time.
They're in my room. That's where I found the book. They're right near it.
Oh. Tarot. Your tarot cards.
My tarot.
Tarot.
Tarot. It's like carrot, but tarot.
Yeah.
There's a T in there. It's English, man. Why people got to pronounce it weird? It's tarot.
Did you get bored with them or just lost interest?
I think I lost a few cards. They were on the table for so long, and when the kids came over, and they kind of slowly disappeared. Some of them. I swear some of them disappeared.
Well, that would be a bummer. Want to talk about what happened to your finger?
What? Oh, that's probably why it hurts.
What'd you do to your finger? Mister Jared.
Waterproof my ass. I gotta get band-aids.
Oh, well, you know your finger, sweats.
No, I took a shower.
Well, that too. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to, take the Band-Aid off
I
and
do.
let
It's
it
been
air.
off for 2 days, but
Okay.
it got infected that way.
Oh.
Then I sprayed an anti-infection spray on it. before, after I took a shower. And then it burned really bad.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm missing a piece of my finger. Actually, I'm missing a quarter of my finger. So I was working on the lathe. That's going maybe like 6,000 RPMs. You know, like a. You know, a lot of people don't know what a lathe is, but it's a machine that you mount a piece of wood on, and it spins. And then you take tools. You can make bowls. You can make cups.
Right.
You can make cool things with it. You know, you can make a wand. I made wands with it when I first started.
I think you shared some on your videos before.
Yeah, anyways, I was working on a small ashtray for my buddy, my friend. He's never had a project from me. So I'm like, you know what? I'll make him an ashtray. And I wanted to test out one of the products I made. I made a beeswax, an organic beeswax polish that I looked up a YouTube video on, and I did it my own way, because you could do, it's all portion. You could do like 5% oil, 10% intake of beeswax, something else to buff it out. You know,
blend.
My blend's custom. So I tested it out, made his ashtray, but when I was sanding it down, my middle finger, I was sanding it down underneath when it's spinning, because that's where I have a good grip on it. I can press against up, sanding it, giving it firm, and it's spinning, and the corner of the chuck, because it's like teeth. If it's screwed all the way out, the teeth stick out, so it's like that. And when it's all in together, it's smooth. You can't hit your finger on anything. But it was clamped on that thing, because after I finished it, I cut it off, and then I clamped it on there around the bowl.
Okay.
And my finger hit the corner of the chuck at like 6,000 RPMs, because it's running like almost full speed. It's like, I think it's 75% power. That thing's fast.
Well, you weren't paying attention close enough to where your hand was.
No, I forgot that my finger is longer than all my other friends, and my nail hit it.
Yikes.
And then my friend was standing behind me. He's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "Nothing." And then he's like, "No, you did something. I could see your hand shake." And I'm like this. I'm like, because I broke my nail, and it ripped everything back.
Ouch. You have to be more careful if you're going to be working with tools like that. Safety first, always. Don't you know that? Safety first, safety first.
You don't wear gloves when you work on a lathe.
Well, you have to at least be very mindful and conscious at all times.
I was mindful. It slipped my mind.
Yeah.
I don't work on small projects.
So
I work on a large scale.
So if I buy us both like wood blocks, maybe like 3 by 3 by 12 inches long.
Oh yeah, I can work with that.
Some real pretty ones, you know, that have a lot of variation in color and stuff.
Burl.
Would you can make us both a set of horns?
On the lathe?
Yeah. You think you could do that?
Hey, I found some deer antlers I put on the table for you. They look like horns already.
Yeah, but I want bigger ones than that.
I know, I'm just saying.
Because you were saying you want some horns to make some horns too.
How am I gonna make horns out of that though?
Well, look up gazelle horns. Or antlers. Whatever they're called. I'm not sure. Are they horns or antlers? I think horns are hollow in the middle, right? And antlers are like bone. They're solid. Yeah. So I don't know if gazelles have horns or antlers. But look them up.
But when you look them up, they're called horns.
Yeah, they're horns. So
Yeah,
they're hollow.
because you could. I seen gazelle horns where people make them horns.
Oh, okay. So they're hollow in the middle. So look up
Well,
gazelle.
some of them probably.
Look up gazelle horns and like see what the pattern. It's kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's like a.
And how could you create?
It's like
that?
a brush.
Yeah. How could you make that
But-
with the lathe?
Like DNA that's kind of twisted up, but it's.
Right. Maybe they have a tool for that.
I can only make straight ones. You want straight ones?
You can make a spiral. You just, instead of holding it straight, you just hold it at an angle.
No,
And
it
then
doesn't work like that. I'm not a professional yet.
Okay, well, Can you Google it and figure it out? You're good at that. You're really
Yeah,
good
I
at
tried that and I fucked up my project.
Maybe there's a special tool that you can get, like almost like a comb or something, you know, a metal lathe tool. Well, anyway, and then I have to make a mask. I want to make a wood mask, so I'm just going to buy a block, I guess, and, you know, have to figure out how to do that.
My finger looks like poo, Mom. I forgot to grab a Band-Aid when I left the house.
I might have some in here, not finger band-aids though, but a band-aid, a couple band-aids. So,
Yes.
we were gone for 11 days, so you haven't been to your art group in a couple weeks. You wanted to share about that at all for the video? Where we went, what you got to do, and
It's a special rotary tool that you have to do. Like a Dremel. See the Dremel bit? It's rounded. Like a rounded
oh
cone.
yeah. Okay, there you go.
But he made a jig where you can twist it. And you don't have to do it yourself.
Oh yeah. Right, it does it automatically. Well, do you want to talk about the trip at all?
The trip?
Yeah.
I heard a bear and I ran inside scared shitless and I slammed my knee at full strength Jared mode and I slammed it on the corner of a chair, I think. It's like a large chair.
What do you mean
but
you heard
heavy-
a bear? What did it sound like?
Dude, it sounded scary. It did not sound like a deer. They were trying to say it's a deer, but I'm like, I know what deer sound like walking through trees. That did not sound like a deer walking through trees.
Oh, so it wasn't a noise the animal made? It was the breaking of branches and stuff.
It sounded like it was taking down trees. It was scary. It had a big, because I'm like, no deer because deers walk through and they're stealthy. They're
Right.
stealthy when they walk through.
Right.
Whatever that was, I went to go smoke a cigarette. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's pitch black. So I turned on the floodlight and we're down there in the basement. And the basement goes straight to the ground level. Because they're on the hill.
Where was that? What state?
Pennsylvania. And I went to go smoke a cigarette. I'm shining my laser because it's so cool, and it's still, there's no humidity out there. It's just sticky wet, like from the mist. It's foggy. And I'm shining my laser. Right when I started shining my laser, I hear something moving around. And I'm like, what? And you know, because I knew it wasn't a deer because it was getting closer and closer. I'm like, what? What kind of deer gets close?
Right.
Man, I swear, I hope it was a bear, because if it wasn't that, then it's something super weird. One of those moments in your life.
Maybe it was Sasquatch.
Bro, it was scary. It sounded like the branches that were snapping did not sound normal. It was like a, and you could hear them echo in the freaking valley. You're like, and then you could hear it getting closer and closer. And I'm already scared of the dark, the pitch black darkness, and you can't see what's in front of you. All you see is barely the entrance of the forest. And the forest is like 360 around you. So
There's a lot of bears. Like, we stopped at that rest stop, I think it was in Virginia, right? And you were talking to the guy, and he was saying, right, there's been a lot of bear
he's been a lot
sightings.
of bear sightings.
And then we had that experience when I got to my place in the woods where the night before our group got there, another group was there, and they had a fire circle in the fire pit, which is in between the two buildings. And sometime in between the night when that fire circle ended and the next sunrise the next morning, a big bear came through and left this awesome, amazing paw print right in the fire circle. You can see the claws and everything. Huge. It was really amazing. So we sort of memorialized it. It kind of became our totem for the week, bear. And then some people saw it. Can you believe that? They went down by the river and they saw the bear swimming in the river towards them.
My balls. Balls of steel. You could call me Superman. These are pinballs. These are actual pinballs they use in a pinball machine.
Got those from your uncle.
Yep, uncle. My uncle gave them to me. I'm gonna show my class.
Because you and Dad went.
Because this is a lot heavier than a lot of people think. Like when my friends felt this stir, they're like, holy shit! It's heavy. I'm like, yeah, how much do you think the pinballs actually weigh, man? They gotta bounce around.
Yeah.
They gotta go uphill and downhill. They gotta fall, gravity. I'm like, these suckers are heavy.
So
I waited.
Why did he just give you a jar of pinballs?
They're spares.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
I can't open it.
So you and Dad dropped me off. We drove, right? We drove from Texas.
Yeah, Dad started getting annoying. Like, we didn't talk the whole trip, basically. We just talked here and there. He started talking like 2 hours before we got to his parents' house, Grandma and Grandpa's house. I had to say his parents because then everybody will, oh my God. He started getting excited. He started to bug the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. What was he talking about?
I don't know. It's gibberish.
It's gibberish. Wow. I doubt it was gibberish. He was saying something. I don't know. It's that car seat bouncing or something. It's annoying, right?
What is it, Carson? It's bugging me.
Yeah.
It's hot in here. Oh, I can't. That's why. You have the defrosters on. I
Well,
want the AC on. It's hot as hell in here. I'm sweating under these sweats.
I don't know why that person's in the turning lane. That's weird. There's nowhere to turn right there. Anyway, yeah, so you guys, we drove basically from Austin, Texas, all the way to Charlottesville, Virginia, and then you and Dad dropped me off for my week in the woods, and then you went on to Pennsylvania and then Ohio, and then came back and picked me
No,
up
no, no. I got the whole list for you.
a week later.
Here, let me tell the audience how far we went. Let's scroll all the way up. We left Texas to Arkansas, to Tennessee, to Virginia. Dropped mom and dad or mom off. We went to Maryland, to West Virginia, to Pennsylvania, through West Virginia, to Ohio, back to West Virginia, to Virginia to pick mom up. Tennessee, to Georgia, back to Alabama, to Mississippi, to Louisiana, to Texas. Now we're home.
Yeah, 11 days, right? 11-day trip.
I called my class last week too, in Ohio.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, me and Mitch set it up.
Oh,
Just
that's
say hi to
cool.
the class. And then Grandpa came out to smoke his pipe. And he's like, hello, class.
Okay. Well, that was
I was
fun.
really scared
You
that
had fun,
I was
though.
really scared that Grandpa would say something really racist.
Yeah.
Grandpa's slightly racist.
Slightly.
Okay, really racist, but it's really funny. His racism, because he's old school, so I think it's funny. His racism, it's so funny.
Very old school.
He's so old school.
Yeah.
He don't like stray cats on his property. He'll shoot it with a BB gun.
Wow. Wow.
I got some amazing tools from him, though.
Yeah?
I got some sanders, some fishing rods, too. I got some fishing poles. I restored a fishing pole. First thing I did when I got back. Kind of.
A wood pole.
Yeah, it's a fly reel fishing pole for, like, the river.
Very cool.
I would say, let's go fishing and go use it. But it's flooded everywhere, and it's probably not safe to go fishing.
Yeah.
Got me a deep sea fishing pole. Nice heavy duty. Well, it's made for catfish, but I don't know what you... Down here, we could probably catch some catfish. It'd be hard to get, but...
So it was a long trip. You were ready to come home, yeah? Ready to not be in the car.
Well, I was ready to stay at my uncle's house forever. I mean, I'm terrified of the dark, but I feel like if I'm out there,
well, because
I could change my life.
He
out
lives
there.
like on.
He lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In a mountain. He lives in a mountain. That's all you know.
It's like literally
And-
next to the National Reserve or something.
I literally
or-
told him if I lived out there, I want to go out there to quit smoking because there's not a town for 40 minutes. And we live on top of the mountain, and there's no way of getting through there without running into a bear. And there's no way in hell I'm going to walk down there because it takes 40 minutes in a car. Just imagine walking.
It's
Maybe I can make some Amish friends.
crazy. I got to meet Amish people when I went up there and visited my dad. It's very cool. We went to their house and got to see inside how they live, and this is very cool.
How do they live?
Very different than us.
In a bed?
Very humbly. Very humbly.
Well, they do live on prime property, though.
Yeah. Well, they're farmers, a lot of them. So.
Yeah, they have horses and stuff. They gotta
Yeah.
make enough money to feed the horses, for goodness sake.
Well, that's how they plow, is on horse. They don't use machines.
It's 50-50 in Pennsylvania, apparently. Some of them have electricity and some of them don't. The
Yeah.
old school ones will have no electricity, but the newer families will have electricity, but they only have a certain amount of electricity for certain things. Maybe for like machinery or something
Yeah,
to speed things up.
yeah. It's interesting.
Why does it feel like the heater's on? God, it is on. Look, it's heat.
Well, turn the temperature down.
Where's the temperature thing? 81 degrees, mother.
Right there. Well, let's see, since we've been gone, we've gotten all this built up already. Gosh.
Holy cow. I was wondering what. I thought these were heat warmers this whole time. I thought those were heat warmers. Fancy karma.
Karma.
Anyway, I want to live out there at the uncle's house because there's no town and I could quit smoking, and if I go fiend, I could go chop down trees. And I could hang out with my cousin. That's like 11, 12.
Anything else you want to say before we end?
No. Talked about everything.
Okay. All right. Well, peace out then, everybody. Bye. Oh, wait. Do you want to show any of your notebook? Your magic notebook?
No,
Oh.
that's my personal book.
Oh. All right. Bye.